What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we completed the first trial inside the Silent Realm and got ourselves the Water Dragon Scale. What that does is allow us to explore underwater, and that's precisely what we're going to do in this video. Now, he could talk to the Kikwi Elder, but he's basically going to tell you exactly what I just said. Tell us to go find some water and, use the Water Dragon Scale to explore and find new areas that we haven't yet been to. Thankfully, there was some water right here, and this is exactly where we need to be. Also, there is an amber relic right on the bottom, so that's pretty neat as well. But yep, we can swim right into this hole, and this will take us inside the giant tree here in Faron Woods, so that's pretty cool. Now, we just have to scale to the very, very top of the tree. That's not where we're going to find the, flame, but it'll at least put us in the right direction. Now, swimming in this game is entirely controlled with, the movement of the Wii Remote. It's not terrible, and, it works, decently enough, when the motion controls decide to work. But still, I would say Majora's Mask is, the peak of swimming in Zelda games. This is a close second when the controls work. When they don't work, it's the worst controls ever, but they do work a majority of the time, unless you jump into the water after you're just throwing your Wii Remote around the room. Then they tend not to work all that great. Anyways, we got some platforms that are being hung up by some strings, so what we can do is blow them with our gust bellows and basically turn them into giant swings. Now, we could go directly across to where that exit is and continue up the tree, but if we do that, you're gonna miss a very important secret. So instead, I actually want to make my way onto that little tiny outcropping and head to the top of this area, because we'll find something that is well worth the extra time it takes to get in. Come on, man! That was totally out of left field. I totally jumped past that guy, game. I do not want to hear it. Maybe I should have actually gone ahead and gotten rid of these guys. The thing is, we do need to come back through this area at least 2 more times in order to get everything inside the tree. And these pufferfish enemies, they're actually one of the few enemies that do respawn, in this game. So taking them out now really has no purpose, since they're just going to reappear later on. So yeah, usually I just recommend avoiding them, and most of the time they don't flying your way. But yeah, we kinda got unlucky. Anyways, though, let's keep trying to make our way upwards by climbing all these different ledges. And once you find these bats, you're pretty much in the right areas. So let's quickly take all these guys. Ooh, check it out! We got ourselves another monster claw. Heck yeah, man. Wow, that is only our second one. Good thing we actually found one, because we desperately need those, especially if we want to upgrade our shield. So not bad. Perfect timing. I kind of wish we had more, but you know what? I'm not really complaining. Anyways, there's the chest that we want to get, but first, yeah, we have to deal with this guy. So the best way to take him out is by using your hook beetle, and what you want to do is try and snip his little stem on the bottom here, and that really didn't work. Let me actually try that one more time and see if I can't get directly below him. There we go. Yeah, that is the fastest way to take him out. Now, alternatively, you can use Skyward Strikes to kill him, but it takes much longer. Alright, so here's the chest, and inside, guess what we're gonna get? It's a gold rupee. Yeah, 300 rupees. Totally worth going out of our way to get that. Not gonna lie. Alright, so now that we got that, since we're already on this shortcut path, we can actually skip over all the enemies down below if we just jump down in some very specific spots, and then we won't need to worry about pretty much anything. So I believe if we drop down yeah, right around here should do it, and now we can continue up to the rest of the tree. Not bad. Alright, so while we're going up these trees, you're probably going to notice a couple of goddess cubes. Now, there are 3 of them on, these branches off of the tree. I'm not going to get them right now. I'm going to wait until after we go all the way to the top to go and get those. So we will be taking, 2 other trips, up the tree to get all the goddess cubes, since they do require you to jump down and pretty much climb all the way back up. For now, though, let's see if we can't get a bird feather from one of these guys. Come here, little fella. No! Aw, man! I totally botched that. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get a normal bird feather. We have plenty of blue bird feathers, but we need like normal white bird feathers in order to upgrade our shield. So kind of stinks that I scared those guys off, but we'll have plenty of opportunities to, you know, get bird feathers later on anyway. So we'll probably go and get some, you know, before we go back to Skyloft. Like, I'll probably farm them. Anyways, before we climb these vines, yeah, be careful because there are a couple of bugs on here. Now, you can climb the vines and deal with the bugs, you know, while you're on the vines. Like, you can shake them off by just shaking both the Wii Remote and the nunchuck, but that does eat up a chunk of your stamina. So I like to play it safe and take them out before I climb the vines, but you do you, man. Like, if you want to climb the vines and deal with them while you're on them, go for it. I just like to play it safe. I'm going to do the same thing here and just take these guys out before I start climbing. You know, if I can actually hit these guys. I mean, they are pretty small targets, but still, I definitely need to work on my aim with the slingshot. Like, it is not that good. Alright, so now that all those guys are gone, we can safely make our way up the tree and just cross these vines. You may actually want to take out the bugs on this one just because it is a pretty lengthy journey. Like, there's only one stamina fruit right in the middle, so you might want to deal with the bugs at least on this section before you climb up. That way, you know, you can safely make it to the top without losing any of your stamina. Alright, so now we're back inside the tree and we have to fight a new type of enemy. This is a wooden shield moblin, I believe. These guys are pretty dangerous, but yeah, we can take out their shield entirely just by slashing at it with our sword, and they'll drop that once it's like damaged enough. And now we can just focus on like taking out the moblin itself. Now, there's not a whole lot of room up here, so generally what I would advise you to do is just go absolutely ham on this guy. Don't even worry about the damage that you're going to take. Not that big of a deal. Just try and get rid of this guy as fast as you possibly can. We lost like 3 hearts, but hey, at least he's gone now and we don't really need to worry about him. So I would say the damage was well worth it. Alright, so now we can pretty much finish up the last leg of the tree. Let's actually activate this save statue, although I don't believe we can teleport back down to that one in particular. We might be able to, but I don't think we can. And oh, don't you dare call in reinforcements. Alright, so he's gone now. Let's just deal with all these guys, and that's pretty much the last, like, leg of the journey, no lie. Like, really all that's left for us to do is walk up this pathway, and we'll pretty much be at the top of the tree. So let's get rid of these bats, and you might actually start to hear some weird sound effects. And why do the hearts always go off the ledge, man? I swear. But yeah, you might actually start to hear some weird sound effects, and Fine wants to talk to us. But let's hold off on that because as soon as we get up here, she's gonna talk to us anyways. You have reached the top of the tree. From this vantage point, you have a good view of the woods. Perhaps you will see an area you haven't explored. Master, look up there! I have confirmed the discovery of a new Kikwi. Analysis indicates a 90% chance that the sounds we have been hearing were the loud snores of this Kikwi. Right, so this Kikwi is snoring, meaning he's sleeping, so we need to wake him up, and we can do that by hitting him with one of our Deku Seeds. If I can actually hit the guy, there we go. Kikwi! Who's it? I'm napping. Oh, look at that! A real live human. Haven't seen one of you in a while, Quirk. They used to call me Yerbil. Now I'm just the old Kikwi hermit. I watch over the forest here when I'm not napping. I don't know how you wandered all the way up here, but let me ask you something. Can you really see me? Sure can, dude. Is that so? Well then, slap yourself on the back, Quirk. You know, some Kikwis can't even see me these days. But forget all that nonsense and tell me, Quirk, what business does a real-life human have in these woods? I'm looking for the flame. You're out questing for a flame to enhance your sword, Quirk, so that you can find someone important to you, eh? How about that? A human who can see me and seeks a great flame, Quirk. Listen, do you promise not to breathe a word of what I'm about to tell you to another soul? I'm serious, Quirk. I promise. Alright, I'll tell you, but remember, it's a secret to everybody. They said it, guys! We can pack up and go home. The flame that you seek is most likely Feyroor's flame. Yes, Feyroor's flame. That story begins very long ago, when the goddess was still with us, Quirk. The goddess gave the flame to the water dragon, a great spirit that presides over Faron Woods. The way I hear it is she left the flame in the care of the water dragon, so that one day the mighty dragon could pass it on to the one from the sky. You see, Quirk, I've got a hunch that the goddess was talking about you, lad. Well, that settles that. You must seek out the mighty water dragon. Her lair is deep in a lake in the south of these woods, Quirk. She watches over the flame there. There's a problem, though. The gate that leads to that lake is sealed shut to all those judged unworthy. But don't worry, Quirk. I'll let you in on the trick to opening the gate. To open the gate, you have to channel the power of the goddess into the symbol carved into its doors, Quirk. Oh, but it isn't so simple. The symbol is incomplete. To unlock the gate, you must make that symbol whole. The only way you'll know what the completed symbol should look like is to first find the same completed symbol somewhere else in these woods. The gate is down in the south, so it's likely that there's a matching symbol somewhere up north. Try searching near this X, Quirk. Alright, so let's place a beacon right on top of that X, and that's where we should look. Is all this seeping into your head, lad? Do you know where you must go to find the symbol you seek? I got it, dude. Then I wish you safe travels, lad. Well, thanks a lot. Oh, wait up! I forgot to mention this earlier, but it's important. Her Excellence, the Water Dragon, is very persnickety about manners, so watch yours. I've heard stories of folks who caught her in a fussy mood, and they ended up as mid-morning snacks, Quirk. I probably taste like old cave moss, but I'm not in a hurry to become someone's royal meal, Quirk. So don't let her know I told you about Feyroor's flame, okay? And remember, when you're in her hall, you'd better be on your best behavior and be a gracious guest. I'll be here napping if you need some of my elder wisdom. See you around, Quirk. Alright, well, thanks for the advice, man. Anyways, now that we know pretty much where to look, let's start heading down the tree. But like I said, there are 3 goddess cubes that we need to hit along the way. So, the first one is actually towards where the symbol is located. So that's kind of why I placed a beacon there. But, yeah, if we go right up to about this edge and drop down, we want to actually, be closer to this right area and try and land on that when we fall. So, let me just shimmy over there real quick. And, alright, hopefully that should be good. And now if we drop down, yeah, we can land directly on this area and, use this tightrope to reach the first goddess cube. Now, there's still going to be 2 more that we need to go and collect. So we will need to, like, climb all the way back up the tree, jump down, and, get the other 2 goddess chests. But for right now, let's charge up a Skyward Strike and send this cube to the sky, where we can pick up the goddess chest a little bit later on. So now that that is done, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to cut until I get back up to the tree where the next goddess cube actually is, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so this one's probably the easiest one to get. It's also the first one that we saw. It's right outside the first exit. So yeah, just jump down here, and you can very easily charge up your Skyward Strike and hit this goddess cube and send it right up to the sky where it belongs. Now again, I do need to climb pretty much all the way to the top of the tree, so I'll see you guys once I get to the top. Alright, so I'm basically right above where this next goddess cube is. Like, if we look down, you can see it all the way down there. So again, if we just drop down off this ledge to sort of give ourselves a better idea of, you know, exactly where we need to drop down, we should be able to land right on this little tiny outcropping. And now we can get the third and final goddess cube. Now this one I believe you can come back later on when you have like another item to get. But yeah, you can also get it very easily by just dropping down from the higher portion of the tree. It might be kind of hard because it is like a small area to land on, but hey, if you pull it off, you get yourself a goddess cube a lot earlier than maybe the game expects you to get it. Anyways, now that we got all three of those, well, let's go investigate the symbol that the Kikwi, like, hermit was telling us about. And it's actually right up here. So we've definitely seen this before, and looks like Fi actually wants to talk to us, so let's see what she has to say. I estimate an 80% probability that this symbol is the one the hermit was describing. I recommend you memorize its shape. Alright, seems pretty easy. It's like 2 crescent moons and then just a normal circle. So remember that for later on, because guess what, guys? That's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.